What's good? What's good? What's good? Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Good morning. Jose Lopez, what's going on? Gabe Toss. Thrilled to life in the building, man. It's a long ass time ago those messages were up. What's going on? Kentrell LeGrew, Kodak Cam in the building. Jose Lopez on the money line. Kurt Jones. What's going on? Could see Kareem Jones. All things, Mr. Mileage Branson in the building. Dre's finest. Man, I'm so sorry for starting so late today. Let me slide all the way up because I don't know if y'all still on this mug. What up, JC Cowboy Network? Street Kids United, Alden Johnson, Black Fonz, Ray Patterson, Isaiah YWD. Y'all hope y'all had a good conversation while y'all was waiting for me, man. Us is thanks to I don't think he hiding. I just don't think he turned himself in. It's not always easy to get people like that. I think I know he's going through something other than that. Anyway, I don't really want to talk. Is Tank in the title? Let me see. Terrible. I did put Tank in the picture though, because we need PBC back. Seriously, man. We need, hey, what up, EWO? What's going on, bro? Thank you, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Leon Dunlap said, Happy New Year, Fanon. Thank you, brother. Dustin Johnson said, respect from Mount Bellevue, Texas. Shout out, bro. Oh, I'm glad I started at a later time today. I think I might move up into a later time slot, bro. Oh, you know what? This mic is not even plugged in. What the fuck? What the hell? Hold on. Man, my goddamn mic just stopped working, bro. What the fuck? Man, oh my God. Talk about a day from... What the fuck? Hold on a second, man. God dang, man. Man, this shit is not even registering my mic now. What the fuck? Hey, hold on 1 second. I'm going to come out and I'm going to come back in. Give me 1 second. It's going to take a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, man. We back. Hell no, Boxing Hacker didn't do shit. I had to get in there and fix my mic, man. My bad. I don't know why my mic wasn't working, man. I'm back. Anyway, sorry about that. What's going on, Zulu Lion? All is well. We back. Thank you for the $10 holler, man. For real. Thank you. All right, we back. Sorry about that. I had to make sure that the sound was better. For some reason, my mic, maybe I gotta go buy a new cord or something. But yeah, it kind of jacked up on me, man. So we back. Sorry about that. I didn't want you guys to have to listen to an echo the whole time. Because that is annoying as hell to listen to that echo. Hey, man, while we get in on this live stream, bro, let me tell you something first and foremost. Keyshawn Davis is crazy as shit, bro. I fucks with Keyshawn Davis, but Keyshawn Davis, man, look, man, y'all don't need to be doing these psychedelics, man. I think y'all niggas out here doing these psychedelics, man. He said the echo is just reassurance. Hey, thank you, channel. Yeah, I don't want you guys to have to listen to that all day. Look, man, I watched a lot of boxing commentary yesterday. I watched a lot of interviews, and I'm really revitalized this year for the sport of boxing. And I'm gonna, as I've been trying to get my mood more and more in upbeat about boxing, man. I have to say, dog, Keyshawn Davis is crazy as man. That dude is nuttier than squirrel poop, man. That dude nuttier than squirrel poop, dog. I fucks with Keyshawn, man. I do because of that. I say that in a very good way, bro. What's going on, Ski Mask Slides? What's going on with you, sir? Hope you're doing well, man. Man, I was listening to Keyshawn Davis, bro. Keyshawn Davis was giving that interview to I believe it was Fight Hub, and geez Louise, man, he said, I'm no longer Keyshawn, I'm no longer the businessman. I'm Keyshawn the amazing. I'm the amazing Keyshawn. And he said, all right, well, how you doing, amazing Keyshawn? He said, I'm doing amazing. Man, they asked Keyshawn, what about you drinking in your last camp, man? What about you drinking in your last camp? Keyshawn said, man, why y'all talking about yesterday? See, I knew I should have never told y'all that because y'all was going to react and say all kind of stuff. So, you know what I mean? Why you still talking about that shit? That shit's old news. Keyshawn is my man, bro. I'm never going to miss another Keyshawn Davis interview, bro. Keyshawn Davis is hilarious, dog. He said he on that same shit Bill on. Hey, man, that man said, I am the amazing Keyshawn Davis. How you doing? I'm amazing, bro. I think y'all niggas, dog, I think Keyshawn punch drunk, bro. Keyshawn taking shots, man. Keyshawn taking shots and shit. Missed weight by 4 pounds, bro. I said, I'm out. I'm probably late, but it was wild to hear the Charlo brothers going back and forth for 9. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. I didn't see the response from Jamal Charlo. Only thing that I saw was Jermell Charlo calling Jamal Charlo a hater, bro. I didn't see the whatever it was that Jamal Charlo said said back to him. But I will say this, dog. Look, dog, psychedelics are a hell of a drug, man. Okay, psychedelics are a hell of a drug. If you out here using psychedelics, dog, you need to sit your ass down. Stop doing that shit. I'm telling you, dog, all these dudes is trying to do is drive you crazy. Ain't no fucking way you need to be taking no what do you call that shit? Ashwagandha or whatever that shit is. You don't need to be doing that shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, dude, what happened to just smoking some weed, bro? That's all you need. Drink some weed, take a couple shots of vodka, and end it there, bro. If you can't make it there mentally, if you can't get there mentally off of a couple shots of vodka and a joint, bro, you're not meant to go there. Okay? You're not meant to go there, dog. That shit's not for everybody, bro. Not everybody's a shaman. All right. Not everybody's got to be a shaman, bro. They're trying to lead you. They fucking you over, bro. They fucking you over, bro. He said, he does that Aaron Jaja. Hell, I'm trying to tell y'all better leave that shit alone. You ever leave that shit to the white folk? Hey, let's start the day off right. Please start the day off right, bro. We got color in the chat. Second color in the chat. We have weights. We getting towards the, we can raise the money. Because that we can watch it for now. Whatever you call that shit. That's ashwagandha is that shit that they said what's ashwagandha? Isn't that herb that Ryan Garcia took, ashwagandha? He said maybe it was the ashwagandha. Yeah, I can't do anything about it breaking up, dog. I really can't. I can't do anything about the breakups, man. Yeah, whatever you call that ending and stuff these people be on, dog. They be getting on those peyotes, the mushrooms, and they do all that psychedelic shit, bro. You need to leave that psychedelic shit alone. Not me, bro. Let me tell you, dog, you play around too much with nature, nature gonna bite you in the ass, dog. You know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to see everything, dog. We're human beings. We're not supposed to see everything. You know, when you see something, you'll see something when it's time for you to see something. Don't go try to force everything, try to see all the understand all the deep things in nature just because you can see them. Yeah, you can see them, but you ain't guaranteed to come back from that. Look, man, everybody can do their own thing. I'm just telling you, I don't need any type of psychedelics to go full natural, bro, and see all the wonders of nature. I don't need to see, all I need is, I don't even need that, bro. But I'm telling you, fucking around with that stuff, you're not going to come all the way back. That's the problem. I'm not muted. You might be muted, bro. I don't think I'm muted. They say it's supposed to be close to death. Fuck all that. Yeah, fuck all that. Stop that. Let me tell you some shit I did, okay? True story, bro. True story. All right? True story. I'm going to get into the magical world, okay? For just a second. Not too much, but I'm going to give you a little bit about an experience that I've had just recently where you should not fuck around with nature, all right? Okay, so if you guys remember, and this is why I'm telling you, you need to leave these damn psychedelic drugs alone, bro. You need to leave them shits alone. Telling you, if that's all I caught was Jermel Charlo saying that Jamal Charlo was on psychedelics. Bro, fuck them psychedelics, dog. Don't do that shit. Okay, so me, personally, I'm already like, you know, very, very sensitive when it comes to like spiritual things. I'm very sensitive. So what happened was my dad passed away. And I started getting I was getting really sad because my dad was sick and he was not acting like himself. It was really, really a very, very trying thing, right? So, you know what I started doing? I started being the ignorant person that I am. I started hitting that vodka. Boom, right? And I would go out in the backyard. I would smoke some, I would go, you know, do something like that, go outside. And I started noticing what I thought was crows that were like in the sky. And then I would drive, and then I was like, hold on, these are vultures. So I drove by these vultures, and I stopped and I watched these vultures eat, right? And I was like, wow, this is really weird. This is like, you know, the end of the life cycle. My dad was dying. I'm looking at vultures, thinking about, you know, like the inevitable fact that I'm gonna die. You know, all of those type of thoughts going through my mind. You know, worries about my son, worries about other people, knowing that everybody in the next 100 years are going to be gone. But, you know, so it's the whole process of it being inevitable. Man, I was looking at these vultures, right? So the vultures started looking back, and I started doing stuff like, because I was drinking, I shot the birds the yo. Like I would do like this to the birds, or I would do like that to the birds, and I would just watch the vultures eat. Man, fast forward to the end of this damn story, bro. I start noticing over the course of a couple months that I keep seeing these birds circling. And see that I kept seeing them circle. I just kept, when I see them in the sky, I would still kind of look at them like, say, hey, oh, that's a vulture. Look at him, pay attention to him. Man, let me tell you something, bro. I walked out my house maybe about 3 weeks ago. Them fucking gigantic ass birds were sitting right on my neighbor's house, staring right at me. And I was like, oh shit, I think I imprinted on some fucking vultures, bro. So I'm like, okay, No, it was not fucking crows. They were big ass black vultures. Big ass black vultures. And let me tell you how I know they're big ass black vultures. Because them big ass black vultures have been following me. And when I'm sitting out on my porch, whenever I go out on my porch, it won't take more. If it's in noontime, if I'm out on my porch around noon, 1 o'clock, every single fucking day, those vultures will start flying over my house. They started flying close enough to see me, right? So check this shit out. I'm now noticing that these fucking vultures are following me. So one day I walk out the house, bro, and I'm about to go off on a walk. I'm about to walk down to the liquor store, go get me a shot of vodka, right? And I was about to walk out. Bro, these fucking vultures fucking triangulated me, dog. 2 of them swept me like this way. 1 swept right at my head. That was like the 3rd time vultures flew right over my shoulders. And I'm like, oh my God. That's why I'm telling you, yeah, those are confident birds. They're huge birds. I don't worry about it. I know how to get rid of them. But at the same time, I'm saying, be very careful about you connecting with nature, bro. Because if nature connects with you, it starts paying attention to you. And man, I'm telling you, the shit makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, vultures, but they're very friendly birds. If they're gonna attack you, all they're gonna do is vomit at you. But seriously, at the same time, it's very disquieting to see big ass black vultures they look like the size of turkeys, bro, flying over your head. And they basically anywhere around my neighborhood where I drive my car, those birds follow behind my car. They do all kind of shit like that. So you got to be like, shit crazy, Fanon. That ain't the first time I've heard that before too. Yeah. Oh, I'm not. Hey, look, seriously, man, I'm not doing any. It's 2026, bro. I don't want to do any of that. If you guys want to get on the channel and talk real boxing, I don't care if you're Bill Haney's people or not. Dog, I don't care about all that shit anymore, man. Because for real, there's real shit to be worried about out here, man. Like you guys talk about Gervonta Davis, bro. I'm really worried about Gervonta. I'm worried about Gervonta. Like, not about him going to jail or any of that type of stuff, because people think he's in hiding. He's probably not in hiding. He's probably very depressed because his grandmother died on top of all that other shit. You know, so anyway, real science for real. I'm just telling you, bro. If I mean, because like, you know, I dibble and I dabble. You know, I dibble and dabble a little bit as far as things that may be considered mystic and of that variety. I'm just telling you, if these guys try to convince you to get on Ash, do not do that shit. Don't do it. You don't need all of that, man. You don't need all of that. You can look at a tree, contemplate the tree, watch some birds. Dude, the birds will start talking back to you. I agree. Stay away from psychedelics. They just watch creative movies if you're curious. I mean, seriously, man, I just don't think black people's constitution is going to work well with that, because we're already more spiritually enhanced than other people because of the melanin you have in your skin. So I don't think that is for really melanated people. I don't think you need that. And I think it's a real danger, bro, when you play around with that shit. So it was sad. Like, at least that's my mentality. I don't want to see no more than I've already seen. Trust me. Like, just being in life itself with stressors, if you focus on the supernatural world, it's going to show itself to you. You don't have to pay somebody to get you on some drug trip for you to do that, bro. No, don't do that shit. That's my personal opinion anyway. Yeah, I had an ego death. I left it alone. What is an ego death? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, you thought you died? Yeah, that shit happened to me too, bro. I thought I was on the way out. Yeah, some people think mushrooms are. Look, I don't want to say what's good for people, what's not good for people. I'm just saying, bro. Yeah, I'm worried about him because of the death of his grandmother, because that's a lot to pile on somebody at the same time, bro. For your grandmother to pass away, and for you to be dealing with those accusations, and for you to have a lot of public pressure on you. Yeah, man, it makes me worried about him. You know, not like worried about him and him coming back from boxing or anything like that, man. But I just want to put positive wishes out there to Gervonta Davis, bro. You know what I mean? And a lot of this shit that people have been putting on him for several years, you know? Like, one of the things that people will do or society will do as a system, but maybe not consciously, is it has so many stressors on you on a day-to-day basis that anybody's at risk of 3 or 4 very stressful things hitting them at the same time. And when you have 3 or 4 stressful things that hit you at the same time, it's very easy to get dislodged because you feel like it's like you don't know where to go. It's kind of like how I explained with the birds. It was like I saw a bird come this way over the top of me, and it pushed me underneath a tree. And I saw another bird fly this way, and it flew me underneath and then they flew behind a tree. And I was like, oh man, now I got a clear path to get out of here. And right when I took the clear path to get back to my house, one swooped down and flew right over my shoulder, right? Kind of like playing with me, right? Like they forced me to do what they wanted me to do because they triangulated me. If you can stick with me through this thought process, your life will do that to you as well. If you have women, you have problems with your baby mama, you have problems with your girlfriend, and you've got your grandmother die. Those are 3 women that were in your life in 3 different ways that all at the same time conspired on. I mean, they all are like a trifecta on Gervonta. You see what I mean? So like, it's like you can't go to your grandmother to talk about what's going on with your girl. You can't talk to your girl about what's going on with your girlfriend. You can't talk to your girlfriend now because she's suing you. You can't talk to her about your grandmother. So it's like you had 3 women all with you at the same time. And all 3 of these women he has problems with all at the same time. That's one of the little things where life kind of triangulates you, and you have to have faith in God. And you got to say, okay, well, I can't look without because it doesn't look like there's anybody that can help me. I have to look within. You know what I mean? But if you do that with the assistance of like psychedelics and things like that, it can put you to open you up to all kind of things that you shouldn't be opened up to, you know? So like, that's why I say that I worried about it, man. Yeah, people always want something from him. Yeah, man, because he probably feels like everybody wants something from me, and now he has nobody to talk to. Now, the only way that you can get out of that is you got to talk to God. You got to be able to talk within yourself, but that's not always an easy journey, man. You know what I mean? Because in order for you to effectuate anything through God, you've really got to, a lot of times, man, it's very hard for you to open up in that scenario. So, you know, that's why I'm saying, like, I have very little respect for what you guys are doing out here with your public opinions about people's private lives like that, because you guys are. Yeah, he said, yeah, man, it's tough, man. That's a triple. Like, why wouldn't he turn himself into the police? Why wouldn't he, why can't anybody find him? I mean, I would not be surprised at all if he was not bunkered down getting some mental health, in a mental health crisis, feeling really, really distraught. And it's like, hold on, now's not the time to stick him in a jail cell. Now's the time for him. You got to support him because he's going through this stuff with the death of his mother, his grandmother. I don't even know if they've had the funeral for his grandmother yet, but you're going to make the man a wanted man during the time of his grandmother's funeral. Or it's just that's what I'm saying. I have a concern for him in that regard, because it seems like not just one thing, because it may very well be that what the girl says is completely untrue. It doesn't make the accusations go away. It doesn't make the criminal charges go away. And it doesn't bring your mother back, your grandmother back. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's tough. So I just think people should put prayers out and positive energy out for that young man, especially if you can hear the message, Gervonta, and this too shall pass. That you don't need any type of crazy shit. You just have to understand, just go about it every day. Keep your head up. Do the best you can every day to minimize the mistakes that you do every day. You know what I mean? And you're going to have to go through it. But this too shall pass. All of the hard times that you have in your life, this too shall pass. There's guys that have done 15-year bids in federal prison. And hey, man, they came out, that part of their life passed. And they go on to having a better life as long as you don't bring that back on with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, prayer for Tank, man. Keep your head up, champ. You know what I mean? Keep your head up, champ. Don't need nobody, all this shit you guys do about judging people and putting all that negativity out in the air on them, bro. That's not necessary. That's not helpful to anybody. A lot of people wonder how, I would say, Tank been acting like this with women for a minute now. He makes his own worst enemy because he acts P-whip teenager when it comes to women. I mean, I can't speak on it, bro, because I'm not in the judgment phase, Hunter Young. I don't think right now is the time to be in the judgment phase. I think the judgment phase is going to be with the judge and jury that tries that case if they wind up being able to take that case to trial. Also, the civil court, you know what I mean? That's where the judging is for. Yeah, I know they're going to prey on his downfall, but I'm not preying on his downfall. I'm going to get a man positive energy and try to put something out there in the universe that can contribute to everybody's welfare. You know what I mean? I don't think we always got to like, dude, I was feeling this bad. Let me tell you who I felt really bad for too, just so you know that I'm equal opportunity, even when I know. He said, Kirk Jones, I agree. We need to pray for nephew Tank. Yeah, man. Put out some positive energy for him, man, out in the universe, man. Everybody needs some positive energy. And for the women involved too, man. You know, for the girl that feels like she was put sideways, hey, I wish nothing but for the best for her as well. And I hope that she was never put in that situation again. And at the same time, you know, I don't know about how she went about it, though. Channel 86 TV said, that's why I tell my players, I'm a college football coach, and I tell my players, you get a pick six and you feel real high, this too shall pass, just like if you give up a touchdown and feel low. Yep, and this too shall pass, Gervonta, and this too shall pass. Same thing about like Turkey Al-Sheikh. Bro, and this too shall pass. And this too shall pass. For now, I got Tank beating them Chargers. I got Tank beating the Chargers too. I got Tank beating that kidnapping charge for sure. That shit adds like, that's like salacious. You know what I mean? That's salacious shit they putting on him right there. Nobody can judge Tank when we ain't good God to begin with. He could judge us. We should be uplifting Tank, but people hate him for no reason. Shit's disgusting. I'm going to tell you, Isaiah WD, I don't think these people hate him for no reason. They have a very solid reason to hate him. They very much do. They have a very solid reason to hate him because they get paid to do so. They get paid to do so. And just because he is somebody, and I'm going to tell you this, even if he's guilty doesn't mean that you're not paid to do it. Even if he makes a mistake, the fact that he makes a legitimate mistake or he does something knowingly wrong doesn't make you any less of an asshole for preying off this dude's misfortune every single solitary way you can. You basically prayed his misfortune into manifestation by always having negativity surrounding him. But again, and oh man, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, dog. Much needed, man. No joke, bro. The cash apps are much needed, bro. Thank you, bro. Man, Alton Jones, you supported me twice yesterday and today. What I love about your channel is you keep it real. Thank you, Alton Jones. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. Thank you. Hey, man. Thank you, brother, so much, bro. Exactly. Don't put a permanent solution to a temporary situation. Exactly. Gervonta, don't cause a permanent problem. Don't get a permanent solution to a temporary situation. There's nothing on your plate right now, Gervonta, that you cannot get past. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing on your plate that you cannot get past. Nothing. Nothing. You're not Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. Okay? You're not Jeffrey Dahmer. Despite the fact that these niggas want to act like you're Jeffrey Dahmer, you're not Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. You didn't get caught with bodies. You didn't get caught with 5 bodies, in your refrigerator, buried them. You're not John Wayne Gacy, bro. Okay? And the fact of the matter is, Gervonta, you're not even as bad as guys like Donald Trump. You're not as bad as the shit that politicians do every day to people. You're no Derek Chauvin where he put a knee on somebody's neck and did all that shit. Even if Gervonta Davis, you're loose with your hands, all you got to do is learn how to control your temper because you didn't do anything. You didn't shoot anybody, bro. You didn't rob a bank. You didn't get caught. You didn't know none of that. You know what I mean? You didn't get caught grabbing little kids, none of that shit. You got little loose with women, and you got to, if that's what's going on, you got to figure out how to control that And then after that, bro, you got to have to be able to just understand, bro, that these cats is going to come at you, bro. And you can't let 2 or 3. I'm telling you, when one frustrating thing comes at you, expect a second. When the second frustrating thing comes at you, expect the third. And understand that these things happen in triplicate. It's not going to be just one thing and then if I fix this one problem, there won't be another stressor. You're always going to have different stressors, and you're always going to have to navigate that stuff. You know what I mean? But it's not your health, Gervonta. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have stage 5 pancreatic cancer. You know what I mean? It's not like you're not in debt. You're not $10 million, $20 million in debt, right? There's all kind of different ways that you can look at your situation, bro. Exactly. Nobody's underage. You know what I mean? It's a grown-ass woman, bro. All right. No, you don't have any underage. You're not facing court-martial, treason. You ain't got the mob looking for you. You know what I mean? I can guarantee you that. You do not have the mob looking for you. Ain't nobody trying to find the money you stole from them. Like, if I was these other niggas, I would be more worried about myself than Tank. All the money y'all niggas got caught stealing. I would think that these people wouldn't have enough time to worry about Tank. I would think they would be worried about themselves. You know what I mean? All these RICO investigations going on, Tank. Dog, some of these niggas ain't even going to make it to trial. Trust me. There are people disappearing out here over this stuff. So, yeah, Tank, you got some pressure on you. People putting pressure on you. You putting pressure on yourself. But do not get any permanent solutions to a temporary problem. And understand that this too shall pass, man. For real. And let me tell you why I'm giving this message. Because I'm not a boxing journalist. Let me repeat, man. I am not a boxing journalist. This is something I can do. I can give encouragement to Gervonta Davis's team. It does not matter whether or not you are guilty or not. You can still get past that. Buckle down your money. Get your head ready. Cooperate with the process and go through the process, bro. And you're gonna make it to the other side, bro, because you have a ton of fans. You have a ton of fans. You're still young. If you're not blowing your money, you can say you got opportunities. You know what I mean? So don't let it get into your head too deep. You know what I mean? This too shall pass. Again, I am not a boxing channel. I'm a boxing channel. I'm not a journalist. It's not my job to work for somebody else and tell you what. Oh, everybody, we have to all agree that Gervonta's this bad person. Bro, there's nothing Gervonta Davis has done that he's coming close to what Turki Al-Sheikh has done. Turki Al-Sheikh is look at me. Listen to who these guys are celebrating, Tank. Turki Al-Sheikh, according to reports, has a prison wing named after him. Because this man literally is taking people who criticize him, journalists that criticize him, YouTube people that criticize him, and he grabs them and he sticks them in jail. That is way worse than what you're accused of. But yet you don't hear any of these boxing pundits that want to talk about Turki Al-Sheikh and the money that he's talking about the atrocities going on in Saudi Arabia. Because you grabbed some girl by the collar and walked her off. That is just you not having a lot of control. If that's what you did, I'm not saying that you did it because I haven't seen the tape. But it's not worth anything near what they're putting on you. Nothing near. These guys will, first of all, you literally got pictures of other boxers punching women in the face. Actually going out of their way to really hurt these people. There's no woman that testified that you hurt her. Nobody. There's still not been a woman to testify that he has physically assaulted her and there's no black eyes. There's none of that shit. All it is them accusing you of being too rough. And if you're too rough, you got to figure that out. That's not speculation. Semantics, and I'm throwing you out because I'm not interested in your shit, bro. Get out. All right. That's enough out of you. That's enough out of you. If you want to hit a link, click the link and ask me what you think. No, that is not speculation. That is a report coming out of Saudi Arabia that Turki al-Sheikh has a nicknamed a wing in a prison for the number of people that Turki al-Sheikh is imprisoned in Saudi Arabia. Nor is it Prince Mohammed bin Salman, is it any guess that he killed a journalist. He apologized for having a journalist killed, Adnan Khashoggi. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamal Khashoggi. Isn't that the name of the journalist that they had killed? It's Jamal, I think it's Jamal Khashoggi. Gervonta Davis is not accused of having a journalist executed. And I'm going to tell you something right now, Gervonta. I've done a lot worse myself. I have never, let me tell you something, Gervonta, I've never laid my hands on a woman in my life. I guarantee I've done worse shit than you have. I guarantee you, bro. I guarantee you. I have never had a physical, I've never physically assaulted somebody. I've never sexually assaulted anybody. I have none of those kind of creepy crimes that they put on you. I have none of that. But I guarantee you, when I go to sleep at night, I realize that I've done things to people that I feel very bad about it having happened to them. Okay? I really, really do, bro. I had to seek counseling because of the number of people that I've been in altercations with that ultimately passed away. Just to let you know, bro, because I'm for real, I'm worried about Gervonta. I'm worried about him because I see all of these stressors. But Gervonta, you're not a bad person. Even if you got a little rough around the edges, you definitely rough as fuck around the edges. Definitely rough as fuck around the edges. But that doesn't mean you're a terrible person, bro. I've done worse, bro. And I've had people do worse. Okay? I've had people do very bad things. Okay? There's a point in time where I literally had to sit down and be like, bro, I have been in altercations with at least 7 people that are no longer on planet Earth. And I feel guilt about that. Because even though I can't ever be connected to them not being around, and though I didn't intend for them not to be around, I still feel a degree of responsibility for the fact that they're not around. Even though it was not me and I didn't, you know what I mean? I still wake up every morning like, God, I'm such a terrible person. I'm such a terrible person. I feel that every morning, bro. And I think a lot of people feel like that every morning. He said, yeah, the sheriff said he didn't hit her or drag her out. Seems like he did the same thing at the basketball game. Yeah, he looked like he just roughed. He can't rough up women. I mean, Gervonta, you just cannot touch women. That's all you have to understand. You can't yell at women and you cannot grab women. You can't do it because you're going to go to jail. That's just how it works, bro. You're black. You got to understand that. You cannot yell at women. You cannot grab on women. You're going to go to jail, bro, because you're a black man and and they can call the cops on you and it's immediately believable. Okay? If they call the cops on a white dude who's walking around with shirt and tie, looking all prim and proper, they're not going to believe it because he doesn't look the part. Gervonta, as soon as you yell at a girl, you look the part. You look the part. You're 90% of the way there to get arrested because you look the part, right? So you can't act the part because you already look the part. So don't act the part. You know what I mean? But I want to tell y'all, man, it doesn't even matter if he did what was accused. The reaction that you guys have to this man is totally out of whack, considering the number of people that you know do much worse. You guys are drug dealers, man. You think it's worse to sell? You guys are bragging about dropping keys of cocaine in neighborhoods where women got cracked out in the 1980s, ruined their whole life. You think that's any worse than grabbing somebody up by the collar? You literally celebrate pimps. Talking about pimping hoes and this and that. I've never seen or heard of a pimp that won't hit a woman. But yet you are pimps, literally pimps, claiming some high ground. So look, Gervonta, don't let him grab the high ground on you, bro, because these guys are scumbags, bro. I'm telling you, man, these people are scumbags, bro. You got grown men walking around all over the place. They cheating on their wives. They hitting their wives. They hitting their girlfriends. They beating their kids. They're doing all kind of shit in these houses, bro. So don't look down on yourself if you guys got to change whatever actions that they use to get you, bro. Because again, these people know how to stress you out. They know how to run you down, bro. Just like the story I told you about those birds. Those birds think they fucking slick. I know this may sound crazy, but those birds think they slick. Like, I know what they're doing. They say they're flying by, they're having fun, they're playing little games, right? So like the next time I see two fly in front of my house and I go inside, if I walk out that back door, they're going to swoop my head as soon as I turn that corner. I know what they're going to do because I've seen them run the pattern. So go back through your life and see what is the pattern of these stresses. Gervonta, do you notice that 1 or 2 or 3 things are all happening at the same time? That's somebody trying to run a game on you, bro. So make sure, and you can say it's the world trying to run a game on you. It's the system trying to run a game on you. It's just karma running a game on you. It doesn't matter, bro. Hey, Charlie said they congregating against you, OG. Nah, they're not. No, what they're doing is they're trying to play. They're playing games with me is all they're doing because they're just flying around. They're flying around. I signal to them. They see me. They're like, what is this? They get curious about me and they fly around me. That's all that is. You know what I mean? But at the same time, bro, it's a very spooky fucking thing. And it definitely has very like serious consequences as far as the symbolic meaning of your life. I could talk to you guys about Carl Jung and how Carl Jung basically teaches that everything that you see in your mind are all different manifestations of things that exist in your subconscious. And your subconscious is the true reality, and your superficial experiences are secondary to that subconscious and what's really, really going on. So when I see 3 birds that are congregating against me, or congregating around me, especially birds of that size, and it's as a result of some actions that I did, I think to myself, what does this represent in my normal life? Well, I found out a very great correlation between those 3 birds and 3 other people that are in my life that are always hovering around me, that are always playing games with me, that think they're slick, think that I don't know, that I don't see them when they're over my head. They don't think that I know they're in my comment section. They don't think I know what kind of business dealings they have going on because they're vultures in my personal life that grew to the point where they can manifest themselves into actual vultures for me to see. And that makes there a certain circumstance, a certain urgency for me to understand my own physical world, but in a spiritual way. And I'm telling you, when people try to put those stressors on you, that's where your mind is necessarily going to go every time for everybody. When you put 3 stressors on people, right? You triangulate somebody with 3 stressors. They have nowhere to go. They're going to run into one or the other or the third, which means what? They're going to have a problem any way they go. So let me tell you what I was thoroughly convinced of. I'm telling you, bro, I was thoroughly convinced of this. As these birds were flying, as I was going through this, I started getting this through my head. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a DUI. No joke, bro. In the back of my head, I thought to myself, you know what? If I'm not careful, because I am going to get a driving under the influence. I knew it. I'm like, I'm going to get a DUI. You know why? Because I'm going to my house. I'm going over to this liquor store and I'm taking a couple shots right in front of the liquor store, these little bottles, and I'm throwing them away, right? And then I'll get in the car and then I'll drive. I did that enough time to know that somebody saw me do that. So now that I see that this triangulation is going on with these birds, I have to think to myself, am I getting triangulated in any other area of my life? Yeah, airplane bottles. So I have to think, am I getting triangulated in any other area of my life? And I think that I am getting triangulated in another area of my life. I won't get into what it is, but let's just suffice it to say that I've wind up having police follow me around whenever I have certain beefs with certain people. Eventually, I'm going to have some type of legal issue. I'm going to have some type of monetary issue. I'm going to have something. Because again, it's the same 3 people that have triangulated me for a long time. And now they're manifesting themselves. That's why I'm telling you that you don't need psychedelics. You don't need psychedelics. What you need is an understanding of psychoanalysis, and to psychoanalyze your own self, and to understand that your reality is only representative of your what they refer to as your subconscious. I don't refer to it as subconscious. I think of it as extra conscious, but you get my point, bro. So yeah, man, I just want you to know, Gervonta, bro, and this too shall pass, bro, because they're going to try to add a 4th stressor and a 5th stressor. If you can get somebody in 5 stressful situations at the same time, you can drive them to a mental breakdown. Let me repeat this. If you can put 5 serious stressors on any person at any one time, you can cause a mental breakdown in that person. And they do it and there are people that does it. Is that your thing, to be in negative energy? Bro, I don't talk to people that are ignorant, bro. Get away. I didn't say anything about any of the shit you just said. So I'm just going to assume that you're not intelligent enough for this conversation, because I am definitely going to take this conversation up a level as far as what I'm talking about, because I don't think this is anything that anybody else can offer in the sport of boxing. I don't. I'm telling you, Gervonta Davis, that you have people around you that want you dragged to the ground, and they are triangulating you. They have triangulated you. Yes, they have. They have you with the stress with your baby's mama. You have stress with your girlfriend that is suing you, and you have stress with the death of your grandmother. Those are 3 things. If you get 2 more, Gervonta, you're going to wind up in a psych ward. When you get 2 things, you're going to get agitated and start moving around. I'm telling you. Yeah, and your career as well. They're trying to surround you in every area of your human activity and cause you stressors, and either get you to retire and quit, act out in anger and go to jail, or break down and go to the hospital. Those are what they're trying to do to you, Gervonta. That's what they're trying to do to you. And so you have to just have faith in God and go through the process. That's all you got to do, of resolving all of those issues. You can't resolve your grandmother's issue. She's passed away. You just have to understand that your grandmother is still with you. Gervonta, the best way to handle the death of a loved one is to understand that your loved one has not left you and that your loved one is still with you. If she used to eat food in a certain way or eat certain things, go get the same food that she used to eat the same food that she used to eat. If she has a pillow or something that she gave you, sleep with that pillow, talk to that pillow like it's your grandmother, and keep that your grandmother with you like she's really with you until you can deal with the stress. You do have to go to the police and turn yourself into the police. That is something you're going to have to do. I would say send a lawyer to the police and let them know when you are going to report. Don't worry about the civil suit, because once you have dealt with the criminal suit, they can give the civil suit to your lawyer. And then you have to go through the process that you have to go through. But you cannot allow anybody else to give you any other stressors. And you have to realize that you're at your maximum, because 2 or 3 more, bro, you're going to be in a hospital. Yes, people can induce mental health issues. Just like, you know how they can like, think about this way. If somebody wants to end your boxing career, they can grab a bat, right? And they can hit you on the shoulder. Boom. And when they break up a bone in your collarbone or they break your knee, they can end your career. But let me tell you how these wealthy people, these sneaky fuck niggas like to do it. What they want to do is they want to ruin your life. They want to play these games where they can bribe your girl, follow your girl, entice your girl to do something. They can agitate your girl. Trust me, because they got enough money to fuck with your girl's life. add stressor to your girl's life until she feels like she has to work with them. You know what I mean? I've been through it. So you just have to understand. He said the weed be letting you know evil lurks. I'm telling you, Gervonta, you're getting triangulated. Yes, you are. You're getting triangulated. And you have to stay where you are. The only way to deal with the triangulation is to stand still. Let it play itself out. Wait for the birds to disperse. And then you go and you walk into your house and you'll be fine. Just you saying that reminds me of the Toya Harding situation. Yeah. But they can also try to ruin your mind. They can absolutely try to ruin your mind. Especially the goofballs that we're talking about. Especially the goofballs that we're talking about, as terrible of people as these guys are. I'm talking to you this morning, Gervonta, and I mean it, man. I got respect for you, bro. Like, I want you to know that, bro. It's not over, Gervonta. It's not. It's not. And you don't have to put all this pressure on your back because it's not just you. Just because you reached out and you snapped, okay, doesn't mean it's just you. If your wife is perfectly nagging you, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you what I've experienced. I've experienced 3 people that suddenly got problems with me all at the same time. You got all of a sudden my wife is nagging at me and my mom is nagging at me. And then I got some jackass disrespecting me in public all out of the blue. You got to understand you're being set up, bro. If you have more than one stressor at the same time, bro, you got to sit still. You can handle one stressful situation because guess what? Everybody's always got one stressful situation. Everybody can handle 2 situations. Not a lot of people can handle 3. 4 and 5, you're fucked. You get to 6, dog, that's when people start trying to jump off buildings. And they do that shit purposely to people, man. Purposely, especially psychologists. They specialize in that shit. Thomas Hill said, Fanon, I'm listening. I say, Fanon, I am listening to you this morning. Oh, Fanon, I got nephew Tank listening to you this afternoon. I'm telling you, man, you need to listen to me, bro. That's what's going on with you, Tank. You just got to ride the process out, bro. It's no coincidence, brother. Okay, and let me tell you something, man. It's no coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. In the back of your mind, you don't believe this is a coincidence because it's not a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. Now, you don't need to waste your time trying to figure out the who, the what, and the why of it. You don't need to do that. All you need to know is there's 3 stressors. At the same time means you're triangulated. You can't go to your girl. You can't go to your baby mama. You can't go to your grandmama. You can't go to your coaches because your coaches are what? They're always getting people coming at them. You can't go to your friends because what? Because they want money. What are you, dude? You're surrounded by vultures, bro. That's what you are. But guess what? You're going to have to walk in that light, bro. Yes, you got to know that you're there. And then you're good. Once you know it, you'll never let yourself react to it. I'm telling you, they tried to set me up this week. I'm telling you, y'all, please don't doubt what I tell you when I say none of you niggas can touch me. The reason why I say none of you niggas can touch me is because there's been a lot of people that have tried to touch me. And since there's been so many people that have tried to touch me and nobody's done it, I figure nobody can do it. But then guess what? I was wrong because plenty of people have touched me emotionally. Plenty of people have tried to get me to the point where I drink 24 hours a day. They try to push me to the part where I'm going to smoke myself to death. These birds might be wanting me to get hit by a car. All I know is that, man, if you're a man of God and you're a truthful person and you have integrity in your life, you're going to offend more people than you can imagine, and they will collude against you because they hate the purity of what you have. These people hate that you have that talent, Gervonta. They hate that you have that audience. Even if they're sitting in it, they still hate that they have because they want to have it. But what can they have? They can have a part in your downfall and they can make money off of it because, hey, man, they're vultures. I'm telling you, that's what you're going through, man. That's what you're going through, bro. I'm going through it myself, bro. I promise you, dog. There's people with vested interest in me going to mental health institutions. There's people with vested interest in me going to the hospital. People with vested interests in me looking as if I can't make sound decisions for myself. And they have gone out of their way over the course of years to try to ensure that I stay dependent on them and that they got to continue to be and represent themselves as agents on my behalf. So they constantly are looking for reasons to effectuate conservatorships, to effectuate some type of doubt into my ability to make decisions. So when I hear people come around me and they say things like, oh, I'm so worried about you. Nah, nigga, get out of here. I don't want you worried about me. I'm worried about myself. Oh, yeah, I had care. So, nah, nigga, you don't care. Don't get that care the fuck from around me. What I'm about to do is I'm about to limit this drinking so I can be sober-minded. What I'm going to do is I'm going to know that you guys are trying to get something off on me, and I'm going to live my life in a very straightforward and narrow fashion whenever I feel any type of funny shit going on around me. So when you get that first stressor, that should be your lookup. That should be your lookup. I don't give a shit if you see a car accident in front of you. If you see a car accident in front of you, you better be like, oh, some shit, that's one. If you physically see a car accident, you need to start looking around in your personal life to make sure you don't have a psychological car accident, because nature is forewarning you. I'm telling you, the symbolism that presents itself every day in your life will open your eyes to facts that people subliminally have going on about you. Exactly. That's not real care. They want you to be dependent upon them. That's not real care at all. Protect yourself, my brother. Yeah, it took me a while to get them off me about that shit. Don't wish me nothing. Don't put your hand on me. I'm not taking no picture of you hugging me. Don't tell me you love me. Don't tell me you're concerned about me. My daddy died. Your daddy died. What are you concerned about me for? I don't need your help. I don't need your worry. I don't need none of that shit. Only thing that I need is you to leave me the fuck alone and for me to deal with this tragedy myself in the way that I want to. And I don't need you looking down on me and offering me help, because I don't know what you're asking me to help with. I'm just concerned. You're concerned about what? Get me out of your mind and worry about your own problems, bro. I don't need your concern. If I need your consultation, I will reach out and ask you for your consultation. But any of that other sympathy shit, as far as I'm concerned, that's just the world telling me, no, this person doesn't think you're right, because they're pointing they think you have a deficiency. No. If I ask you for help, then you can give me help. Nevin, who's my boy, if I needed help from So Deep, I needed help from him. I needed it from him. He didn't tell me, oh, I'm worried about you. I said, man, I'm worried about myself. Let me talk to So Deep. So Deep, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm going through. What do you think about this? And then he listened to me. And then, dude, I knew that he didn't want anything because he never asked to be of the help. I'm just telling you, bro. I understand not symbology necessarily just on a piece of paper anymore, but truly to understand that God is going to warn you of these people before they get near to you. Trust me, they're going to warn you of these people before they can get near to you. If you feel any physical insecurities, man, leave. That's why you leave. They concerned about your money. Get them the fuck away from you. They definitely want something. And then people, let me tell you, I can have my own. Let me tell you, Lay Hymas, I have my own beliefs about why it is, but I don't. But me having the specifics don't matter. For me, and this is what I'm telling you, Gervonta, it's not important to have the specifics. All you have to know is that there's a problem over here, there's a problem over there, and I got a problem over there. That's 3 problems. You have to figure out how to get those problems back down to 2 and how to get that problem back down to 1 as fast as you can, because you can't get to 4, which means, guess what? You can't solve problems by causing more problems. So say, for example, Gervonta is not turning himself in. I don't know the specific reason why, but that can add more problems than you need to have, right? And it can pile up, but they understand that and they want that for you. So you have to understand that through God, you can get clear with that. Lee, I was happy you caught on and figured that shit before it's too late. We win awareness. Yeah, man, I did. And plus, look, man, I got into this beef. I'm talking real, bro. If y'all feel like supporting the channel today, I would greatly appreciate it. For real, the channel doesn't pay for itself. So if you feel like supporting, please support. It would be wonderful and greatly appreciated. Thank you for Thomas Hurd, my guy with the $2 holler. Kurt Hurd, I'm sorry. Kurt Hurd with the $2 holler said, all I can let go in this time. That's all good, Kurt. Thank you for that support, bro. I know how it is. Now, seriously, man, I want you to understand the magic of the scenario. I know y'all don't like this because somebody got in I'm getting in my Fanon the Warlock hat. Really and truly. You cannot allow people to give you more than 3 stressors. At 3 stressors, you are at very big risk because you have to run at that point and you got nowhere to go. You're 3, they got you everywhere you can go. Okay? Once you get to 3 stressors. And they can watch you while you go through those stresses and figure out which one are you going to fuck up on. Really? Are you going to ruin your career because you're going to start drinking and doing all kind of shit because you got these 3 stressors? Are you going to hit a girl? What are you going to do? Because you're going to have to try to get out this situation. But if you cause yourself more problems, you know what that bird could have done? That bird could have flew right into my eye. No joke, bro. But guess what that bird is going to see? Guess what that bird found out next time? The next time the birds tried to pull that shit, I just went in my house and didn't come out until I knew they went to roost. That's how I'm going to solve my bird problem. I am going to stay in. I go out the house I go out the house for my walk around dawn. Before those birds wake up and they get their sun and start flying, I'm going to be back in the house. If they fly anywhere near my house, when I see them, I'm going to go into the house and I'm not going to make my problem worse because the birds are trying to flush me out to come outside so that they can play with me and swoop, right? Now, those birds aren't being harmful. They're just playing games. But if this was something where they wanted to hurt me, then I could be in some trouble if I came out that house. So I'm telling you that is an actual situation that I'm going through with 3 specific vultures right now. And simultaneously, I have 3 vultures that have been in my life for a very long time that are circling around me at the same time. What I'm saying is my experience, which I caused with these vultures, because I caused that. That did not happen on accident. I caused that by socializing and participating in communicating with those birds. So as a result, I now got a problem with these birds buzzing over my head. Also, I was causing the problem with these 3 other buzzards in my life. Because what? Because I was acting like I cared about them. Because I acted like I cared about them. Just like acting like I cared and was interested in those vultures, got those vultures circling over me, looking for Lord knows what, is the same reason that these other vultures circle over me, because I'm giving them attention. So what did I do? I'm going to stop giving the vultures any attention, and I'm going to stop giving them any attention whatsoever. And guess what? When I stop doing that, I don't have to know why the vultures are following me. All I have to know is that they're following me. Over here, I don't have to know why they're doing it. All I have to know is that they're doing it. So all I have to do is remove my attention in the physical sphere. So in the emotional sphere of family, I remove my attention the same way. That is a life lesson that I'm learning from a physical encounter with big birds, which, by the way, symbolize a change in life, right? That's what buzzards and that's what vultures do. They symbolize a change in life, a great change in life. So I'm going to get these birds to leave me the fuck alone. Not too far, because I ain't lying. I love these birds. They're gorgeous when they float around. I love looking at them, but they don't have to come nowhere near me. Go fuck around and pick around on those carcasses. That same thing, bro. You got to do the same thing, bro. And I'm telling you, that's how you got to read the signs of your life, bro. You got to read the signs of your life. Go with your instinct, but at the same time, keep your head around. Look around, keep your looking up, look down. Lehi Evans said, I love this talk, Fanon. I actually needed to hear this today. Thank you again. No worries, man. I wanted to bring you guys some value to this live stream. I wanted to bring some value to the live stream because this was really on my head, bro. It was really, it's still on my head about Gervonta. I believe that he's going to be good, but somebody's got to deliver a message to the young man. Bro, you are getting triangulated. Yes, you are. But it's something that is subconscious, and it's something that is meant to push you to greater understanding. Because one of the things that is said that Neely Fuller Jr. always talks about is to keep learning. You got to keep learning. Everybody keeps learning. Your life is not over, Gervonta, just because you made a lot of money. You got to keep learning. And this is a very deep lesson that you can learn. I promise you, bro, you will find that you have been triangulated in a circumstance. Now, you have to figure out how you can resolve your relationship with your baby mama. You have to resolve your relationship with that woman, the girl who's accusing you of shit. It doesn't matter. You have to resolve that relationship. That is your problem to solve, to resolve that relationship. Even if she initiated it, you have to resolve that. You also have to come to grips with your grandmother's passing. Your grandmother's passing is not even truly real, Gervonta. It's not truly real because what is with you is always with you. Just like I said, for you to understand, for me to understand the synchronicity between my experience with the vultures and my experience with these three people, you have to take it out of what you see with your eyes and get to understanding that it comes from within. I mean, it's not actually coming from within your body, but you understand what I mean. It's coming from non-consciousness, right? And it's meant to teach you these lessons. The challenges that you have, you are meant to overcome, and you will overcome because this too shall pass. Just don't make the mistake of quitting. You know what I mean? Don't take a knee. Don't quit. You know what I mean? Like this shit with, like you get hit in the eye. Here's something symbolic. When you got hit in the eye, you had a little bit of force coming on in that situation with where you had Coach Calvin in the corner, you had Barry Hunter in the corner, and you had that grease hit you in the eye. When that grease hit you in the eye, you took a knee. They gave you a pass for taking a knee, right? And then you wind up getting a draw, right? You wind up getting the draw. The knee, the coaches, and the draw. That is what you call discontinence in your personal life, physically. You know what I mean? So I would say, keep your head up, Gervonta. Don't let these people talk you into the ground. Keep learning, keep growing. You did not do anything bad enough. Nothing bad enough has been described in that for you to be some person that is not, that you, where you can't come back from it. All these people that are sitting there on their high horses with that horse shit know damn well there's something in their life that they did that they are glad that they didn't get caught doing, or something in their life that they did where they knew they lost their temper, or they, Mike, for example, you guys lie like fucking rugs. You're journalists every single solitary day, and you lie every single solitary day. Multiple times a day, you lie. Gervonta, you may not lie multiple times a day. You don't have the weight of being a liar sitting on your head. You tell the people the truth, right? So you don't have that damage on your head. You're not a meth head. You don't have the worries that other people have. You have your worries. And even though your worries are put out there for everybody to see, dog, those people really don't exist beyond what reality you give them yourself. Take it from me, bro. Take it from me. I had what they call a mental breakdown, what people believe was a mental breakdown, on YouTube in front of a whole lot of people, saw the mental state that I was in. I had thousands and thousands of people ridicule me. I've been through it. I've been through it. They were basically giving eulogies out for me. Bro, I was not dead, and nothing that any of those people said about me made any difference to me, because I know who I am, and I'm going to continue to walk no matter what other people think of me. But at the same time, bro, you can get put into very fucked up situations that you don't want to be put in. Just like Gervonta Davis, you don't want to go to jail. Bro, I don't want to go back to a hospital. I don't. And when I get 3 stressors on me, 4 stressors on me that I'm not handling right, bro, trust me, I can get real wild. And before I know it, I'm sitting out somewhere, and all of a sudden there's police standing by me, there's an ambulance standing by me, and the police escort me into the ambulance. And before I know it, I'm doing 3, 4, 5 weeks somewhere I don't want to be, all because I didn't learn to handle those 3 or 4 stressors, right? Same thing has happened to you, Gervonta. Every time you handle a stressor wrong, you wind up in jail, or you wind up with a charge on you. You got to learn to handle those stressors better, bro. When you got that girl, whatever made you go there, if you went there at all, I don't know, at 4 o'clock in the morning, bro, you should know you shouldn't be at the house at 4 o'clock in the morning. Right there is a barrier that you build for yourself to know that you're not going to get in trouble at 4 o'clock in the morning, because you're not going to be out at 4 o'clock in the morning. Those are things, the patterns that you're going to have to break in order to get out of this triangulation that you got going on. And those are the things you learn with maturity. When everybody says, oh, I keep my circle smaller. Well, what does keeping your circle small do? It's less opportunities for people to triangulate you. It's less opportunities for 2 and 3 people to work together to lead you to do something. You don't think that, to collude against you, or 3 sets of 3 people to collude against you, or to just try to convince you to make this decision, or that shit can be maddening. But that's life that we live in, bro. That 6-pointed star of David. Quiet as kept, that's kind of what I always think that shit means. Let me do some symbology for you for a second. You know how you got that 6-pointed star of David, which is basically a diamond like this, 3-pointed diamond, sitting on top of a 3-pointed diamond, this sitting on top of this sitting on top of this. That's a 6-pointed triangulation on something. Yeah. It's a 6-pointed triangulation on people. And there's no difference. And that's what they run on people. It's in their sign. I'm going to give you the symbology for them. Hey, if y'all want to support in the chat today, it would be great. If not, I understand. But I appreciate you. This is a triangulation right here. See that? That's a triangulation, right? That's a second triangulation. You're right here. Right? What are you? You're trapped everywhere you can go. You can't go here. You're trapped. You go here, 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 you're trapped. See this? Does that make sense to you? I know, look, that shit froze like a champ. Man, that's bro. Where the fuck did my camera go? Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, man. What the fuck is going on with my camera? Shit just blanked out on me. That's weird, man. My fucking camera just blanked out on me. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got my camera blanked out on me. I'm having all kind of problems because of the shit I'm kicking, bro. That is any way you go, you're trapped. I'm going to do this seriously. I'm going to do the symbology of a triple. I'm going to do the symbology of a triple triangulation, of a double triangulation. And that's how they get you in your life, too. One triangulation, mother, sister, brother, wife, job, friends. Okay? Yeah, I know, whatever. I need to get knocked up. Whatever. So that's the double triangulation. If you have a problem with your mother, you can have a problem with your mother, your wife, your brother, your friends, your sister, and your job. If they get you in all those stressors and you're right here in the middle of this world, you cannot get to any one of them without drama, which means your ass is just in trouble for good, bro. Let me see something what happened with my live. Give me 1 second. All right, let me see if I got my camera, fix my camera now. That's crazy. All right, there you go. Yeah, man. Anyway, dog, I was breaking it down for you. I know y'all don't like that, though. Hey, man, one tree can make a million matches, but it takes one match to burn 20 million trees. Yes, sir. Oh, Lord, the timing. Yeah, they don't like it, dog. I'm trying to tell you, I broke it down. I'll break it down for you, bro. I'll break it all the way down for you, dog. I know y'all don't like it. Lock Fanon up. Lock Fanon up. No, this reason, seriously, I'm a very, very brilliant guy. I'm going to tell you very much. I'm brilliant, bro. Absolutely stunningly brilliant when I want to be stunningly brilliant. And honestly, bro, I think that was pretty brilliant, bro. I thought that was a pretty brilliant way. I literally showed you how the Star of David is definitely a symbology for slavery. Like dude, when somebody traps you inside of a double triangulation, bro, your ass is fucked over, bro. Came to like this stream as well. Thank you, bro. I like this talk. This is very informative and well needed. Thank you, Leha. I appreciate you, man. I really wanted to give you guys something of value today, man, because people act like, we don't see what you're doing, okay? People see what you're doing. And I know you don't like it, but people see what you're doing. And I do believe that that's what happened to Gervonta Davis. I do believe that Gervonta Davis has to be held responsible for his actions. I do, especially if those actions are true. He should. However, at the same time, let's not act like you guys, like there are not powers that be in this world They will not put you in a situation where you will act in a way they expect you to act. Okay? Like, take, for example, the jungle that Gervonta Davis came from to begin with. Everything was put in Baltimore, in poor black neighborhoods, to make black people much more likely to go to jail. They have a lot of crime in the neighborhood. That is specific because they moved the jobs out. They have a lot of gang warfare there. That is very, very specific because they beef, because there's people beefing, right? You don't have a very good educational system because there's no money in the city for their educational system. So you wind up getting raised barely literate with no job opportunities. You're glorifying violence on a daily basis. The only way that you can get out of it is by either you're selling crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. Either way, that money's going to wind up back in their pockets. Either way, it's going to wind up back in their pockets. So you are in basically a system, a bunch of things that work together that are conspiring to lead you into one of very few directions. Jail being a good one, the military being another one. If you're smart enough, you'll go to the military, and then you can be their slave, a paid slave for the military, and have a career and live a good life. Or you can act and follow every rule that they tell you to follow, never miss a beat, make sure you do it exactly what you're told, and you may be able to survive long enough to get to middle class. Or you can do what they want the majority of the people right there to do, is sell guns, shoot each other, kill each other, drag the property value down so that they can then put you out of it, buy all the property up, put you out, gentrify the neighborhood, move in, and do the whole process again, right? All of those things conspire against every young black child, Mexican child, poor white child that are put in those situations. Those situations are there because of decisions that are made by people at more what you would call elite levels. They plan for people to be in those problems, and they don't want certain people and certain types of lifestyles, certain types of messages to be glamorized with people. And you can see the way they treat Allen Iverson, the way that they treat anybody that has any type of rebellious spirit to them. They try to quench that shit as early as they possibly can because that will not work with the status quo. So you have to understand that you are already trapped in a bunch of situations where you have limited decisions. You have very limited decisions that you can make. So you always have to have a code, and you have to behave on code, and you have to walk that straight line. And when you get triangulated, it's very difficult to walk a straight line because you don't know where to go. So the only thing you can do when they triangulate you, and especially when they do two of them, right, is you have to stand still because there's nowhere for you to go. You've got to stand still. You've got to look around you. You have to wait for something to dissipate, something to move. Otherwise, you're trapped. Any type of resistance that you do. That's why when I draw you the Star of David again, I'm going to tell you, please pay attention to the structure of the Star of David and put yourself in the middle of it. Okay? It is something that entraps you. It is two triangles superimposed on each other. So it can cause you up to 6 concurrent problems that you have. If you try to go either way, you're blocked. Yeah, you're blocked any way you want to go, pretty much. Like, look, if you're in the center of this, you're blocked everywhere you want to go, which is different than what they say the swastika is, which is from the center point, you can get anywhere. No joke, bro. From the center point of that Indian swastika, I'm not talking about the Hitler stuff. From the central point of that thing, you can get anywhere, and it works together in a union. The Star of David is very disjointed and trapping. This is very moving. Yeah, you're compartmentalized. But that's what they do in your life. And those are the people that are controlling you. But they're not controlling you in everything you do. They're just controlling all your options. And once they figure they take away all your options, they can control you. They want to take away all your... Man, let me tell you something, man. Do you know how many problems I've had with women because of these fucking vultures in my life? Every single solitary one of the vultures in my life that I was talking about always circle around any of the women that I know. They're always around any woman that I know. They're connected to any woman that I know. Triangulated. I'm telling you, man, I teach them something, Fanon. Hey, man, Napoleon Worth. Hey, yeah, I will. And I'm not saying anything about the people itself. I'm literally just telling you can look at the structure of their design and you can know what that is. You know what that is. That is what you call, if you lay that shit flat on his ground, you can't get out. It's a trap. There's no out from that structure. You're stuck in that structure. You are. And guess what it is? It is two triangles superimposed, one facing up. So your spiritual work, your mental, as you pray to God, they are over you as you pray to God. And as you do things below, so is below. They're going to have you trapped in and things in below. So they're going to entrap you left, right, front, center, up, down. It's in the symbol itself. That's why I'm saying when you look at symbolism, the way that you understand symbolism is you understand that the symbol teaches you what you know. So once you know it, trust me, and you want verification, just look in nature. Nature is going to give that back to you, man. Gervonta probably needs good long walks in the park, good long thoughts, all of that good stuff. Anyway, I'm killing my audience today. I know I killed my audience today. I'm off of it. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this camera because I'm not. Anyway, man, look, it's almost noon. Hey, man, put a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed it. I know I'm going up on noon. I'm way later than I usually do. Please forgive me for taking up too much time. Life in the early 60s had nothing to offer young black teenager in New York. The draft was a real thought of no return situation. They did not have a choice. Yeah, exactly, bro. Jose Lopez said, no way, Martin. This is good MH Black. Well, I'm glad that you liked it, man. Because I wanted to tell you about that. I wanted somebody get Gervonta to listen to that. The whole thing. Like, if you can get Gervonta to listen to the whole thing, get Gervonta to listen to the whole thing, bro. I'm not going to talk more than an hour and a half, bro. But seriously, bro, Gervonta, if you hear this message, bro, I don't need nothing from you. Don't want nothing from you. Nothing but for you to understand that this too shall pass. I really, truly believe that you are being triangulated in a very spiritual sense, which manifests itself in the world experiences that you have. So you have to understand that the battle is with yourself, but this too shall pass. So handle the stuff with your grandmother. Handle the stuff with your grandmother. Grieve your grandmother, but understand that your grandmother is with you. Your grandmother didn't go nowhere, man. We don't leave this planet. We're born of this planet. We're going to die of this planet because we're of this planet. We're not leaving. She didn't go anywhere. She's just changing forms. But even in the form that she had, she's still with you. So understand that she's still with you. Talk to her. Go to the mirror. Talk to her. Do whatever you got to do to understand and keep her with you as long as she can stay with you while you grieve. Then you got to also handle that situation in Florida and then go out of your way to handle it so that these people don't have any reasons or stressors put on them that cause them to act ways against you. Because you have to understand something too. They put stressors on the people that they want to stress you. Let's be very clear with this. The woman that you think is snapping on you, she has stressors around her. And it may just be that you're the stressor that she snapped on at that time, right? You have the stressors. Just keep it and understand that everybody has at least 3 stressors going on in their life at all times. And they may physically act out at any point in time. That anyway, you know what I mean? All's well, Josh said. Great live stream today. If people don't want to hear the truth, then fuck them. I mean, it's the best I can do, bro. You know what I mean? Are you going to watch the mayor? Yes, I am. I got to. I don't want to watch Zufta, but let me tell you about this Zufta shit. If the PBC is not going to come back, I'll support Zufta. If the PBC is not going to come back full board, then I would support Zufta. There's almost nothing. And I am going to watch the Raymond Murtala Cruz fight. I am. Dog, I'm not, look, bottom boy. You're a bitch nigga, for real. Who the fuck would call himself bottom boy for life, bro? You fucking, what kind of boo-boo ass nigga are you, bro? What kind of boo-boo ass nigga are you, bro? I hate you boo-boo ass niggas, man. I can't stand you fucking boo-boo ass niggas, bro. Bottom boy? Will you get your boo-boo bottom ass fuck from around me, bro? Man, I can't stand y'all niggas, bro. For real. You dudes need, man, I can't stand you niggas, man. Not because, let me be really clear. I can't stand you niggas not because of what you do or who you choose to love. I can't stand you bitches because you bitches. You act like bitches. You guys act like a bunch of fucking bitches. That's my problem with you niggas. And you know who I'm talking to. And I mean it, bro. I don't like you niggas because you act like bitches. I don't care why you do what you do in your room. You dudes act like bitches. 100%, 24 hours a day, hoe-ass niggas is what you act like. You want to act like, oh, no, this is my friend. No, it ain't. You a hoe-ass nigga that somebody took is what the fuck you are, bro. Since you here with your zesty asses, let me get on here and say something to you. Bro, you not like that. You not like that because God made you like that. You not like that because that's the way somebody saw you as a bitch and they took it from you. That's what the fuck happened. Some nigga saw you as a girl. And that nigga's a girl. They saw you as a girl, bro. They sniffed you out like a girl. You know what I mean? You niggas act like little punks, bro. Like, why you niggas always got to be bitching and moaning and getting in the middle of other niggas' business and wearing fingernail polish? All you niggas, man. Seriously, bro, you've infected normal ass niggas with your bitchness so much, bro, that niggas think bitchiness is normal. No, you niggas are not behaving normally. You niggas act like a bunch of little bitchy girls, bro. That's what you niggas are, bottom boy. You niggas show that shit, bro. That shit is crazy as hell. Nigga, I know you are a bitch ass nigga just by the way you act. I don't even have to see you hold hands with nobody. I don't got to see you, bro. I don't even got to see you with nobody. I ain't got to listen to the lisp. I ain't got to listen to you with that fake ass lisp you be putting. Say, I'm not so happy about that. You niggas put fake ass lisps, all kind of shit because oh my God, I hate you niggas, man. I'm swear to God, bro. The ones in boxing, I can't stand you niggas because you aggressive. You know what I mean? Like the ones that ain't aggressive, that going on about their business, just running into niggas, whatever, that's cool. You niggas in boxing, you niggas are aggressive. You want everybody to know that you niggas is bandits. You want everybody to know you a bandit. You out here trying to convert people and shit. Get your dumb asses out of here. And here's something else, nigga. Let me tell you something else, you uneducated fucks. You niggas think because you a booty bandit that for some fucking reason that doesn't mean you're stupid and uneducated? Yeah, I know how y'all think. You think because women are more educated than men, and you act more like a woman than a man, that makes you more educated than men. No, you're dumb as fucking bricks. You're not sophisticated just because you walk with a switch. Just because your ass is wearing purses doesn't make you sophisticated. Your ass is a sucker ass nigga as sucker as you ever were before you started wearing that fucking dress. Okay? You just a sucker ass nigga is what you are. You ain't your own category of individual. You just a sucker ass nigga is what you are. You just a sucker nigga is what you are. That's all. They're so unkept. That's what you niggas do. You sit back and you look at other men like, and you complain with women. You sit back with women like, yeah, I don't know why he want to wear those clothes looking like that. That's not that those clothes that doesn't even match. Oh my God, let's give him a makeover. Oh my God, you need to arch your eyebrows. Why don't you arch your eyebrows? Why don't you wear, let's get your fingernail polish. I mean, a little clear nail polish won't hurt. Getting niggas to be suckers. Trying to get niggas women to convince their sons to be suckers. Literally suckers. I can't believe you clowns. Fuck out of my face, bro. Seriously, because these niggas think they smarter. You know why? Because you niggas are too scared to get in fights. So you make sure you go home, you do your schoolwork. You know why? Because that's another nigga that don't get nobody, don't nobody bother you. Because you walk around acting all effeminate and shit, so nobody's got to be scared of you. But you're just as aggressive and bitchy as anybody else. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You niggas walk with a switch, acting all like this, so you act like you're not intimidating. So everybody gets, oh, he's nice. He's just a sweetie pie. Meanwhile, your ass is aggressive as hell, petty as fuck, and need to leave niggas alone, bro. I don't want none of you niggas. Ain't never wanted none of you niggas. Ain't never wanted a nigga in my life. But yet you niggas can't even conceive of that. Because you such sucker ass niggas running around here, blue blood, and the rest of you bitches, bro. And the rest of you sucker ass niggas, bro. I'm serious, bro. Don't bring that bitch shit around here. I'm sitting there talking real shit, bro. I'm talking real symbology. I'm talking real deep concepts. And I got some goddamn powder puff ass fuck nigga run up here talking crazy to me. I'm sorry, man. You niggas need to go away. You niggas need to go away before I psychoanalyze you, nigga. Okay? Before I psychoanalyze you and let you know exactly what you are, dog. That shit ain't what you say it is. That shit is a mental illness, nigga. You are nuts, homie. You can say what you want, bro. You're nuts, nigga. You've just been conditioned to think crazy is cool. Okay? Spoken from one crazy nigga to a whole crew of crazy niggas. You niggas are crazy, and all they're trying to do is convince your bum asses that you're not crazy. You're fucking crazy. If you want that man to jump on your back like that, nigga, you're nuts. And you just don't want to know that you're nuts. Because all you nutty ass niggas get together in one group of fucking bunch of nuts and acting like that shit ain't nutty. You got little kids having all kind of changes. Oh, it's normal for this to be. Get the fuck out of here, you bum ass niggas. You want me to psychoanalyze you? I'll psychoanalyze you bum ass niggas. I know who said you got your booty took because you was a little soft ass nigga that wanted to. Yeah, let me talk to Ray Davis. Ray Davis, you got your booty took because you was a soft ass nigga on a baseball team, bro, that couldn't make the starting lineup. So a nigga grabbed your ass when you was a little kid and your bitch ass liked it. And ever since then, you were trying to grapple between, should I like it? Should I not like it? Oh, that's what the fuck you on, nigga. That's why you niggas is in that group, you bunch ass niggas. And you want to be like girls. That's why you keep putting all them extensions in your fucking hair and putting all the fucking sunglasses on and you got your tattoos. Nigga, you ugly and ain't nothing going to change that shit. Women don't want you, nigga. That doesn't mean that you ain't supposed to like them, bro. Okay? Get your gump ass, get the fuck from around me, bro. Okay, get the fuck from around me. Every time you niggas is around, there's always got to be some coochie mwah ass comment coming at niggas, bro. As soon as a nigga want to get intellectual, you punk ass niggas come back around here and try to say something. You know why? Because you think you intellectual. You not intellectual, bro. You're not intellectual. All you are is a pretentious ass person. You know what I mean? That's all you are. That's all you are. You niggas can fake intelligence. I see you niggas doing it all the time. And then when you get fried by a straight man in a debate, you want, oh my God. Yeah, you do. You think you're smarter than everybody. You think you're more talented than everybody. And when you run into a nigga that will demolish your ass in a debate, you turn into a bitch and act like a bitch and follow me around and say all kind of stupid shit about me and put all kind of dick pics on all that shit, you gumps. Because you niggas found me attractive and I didn't want you. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, you hoe ass niggas. I don't like men. You niggas do. Okay? I'm better looking than the nigga you with, and that's why you bug me, you fucking piece of shit. Leave me alone. Go home and cry, nigga, because I know what happened, bro. Somebody played with you, bro. You was playing your little baseball game. Somebody walked up behind you and said, "Ooh, that looked good." And you got all scared and shit, didn't know what to do, didn't want to tell your daddy. You should have been a man and just said, "Hey, man, a nigga grabbed me. What's going on, dad?" But no, you kept it in your head because you liked it, nigga. Because you bitch ass niggas. We know the stories that you niggas tell. Jameson Childress said, Jameson Childress said, Jameson said, what did you call them? Smoosh boys, smoosh boys. Hell yeah, nigga. Bunch of soft ass smoosh boys. Man, smushy ass niggas. Seriously, bro. I'm serious, bro. Get away from me, man. Get away from me, dog. Shoo, nigga. Shoo. I know what the deal is, bro. Shoo, nigga. No. You did the same thing. Let me tell you something, bro. You niggas did the same thing to Ali. The nigga was on camera all the time, extra handsome, and you couldn't fucking stand it because the nigga liked women. Okay? You niggas want men to like men because you like men because somebody grabbed up on your booty when you was a little kid. I'm sorry nobody grabbed my booty and flipped my mind out as a little kid. Okay? I'm not, and my mama didn't tell me to, my mama didn't put me in dresses. My daddy was in the house. The whole nine, bro. Fuck that nigga ain't no powerful nigga. That nigga ain't shit. Fuck out of here. He's a pop. Make it the fuck out of here. You get the fuck out of here too. Chef Curry said, keep cooking for 9 months needed. That nigga ain't powerful. Fuck out of here. You niggas are some peons. Okay? Let me tell you what you niggas are. Fucking peons is what you are. Say they all tickling Elmo together, nigga, and stressing niggas out, man. Tickling Elmo up in his mug, bro. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Hey, King. Hey, King. Let me talk to you for a second, King. King. Let me talk to you for a second, King. Thank you very much for all the money that you gave me over the last couple years, bro. Seriously, man. Thank you for all the support you gave me for those couple years, King, before you fell off. Anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. It's almost noon. Much love. Man, that man ain't zesty as shit, bro. Get on out of here, man. You niggas do. You obsess about men, bro. Definitely Nav. What is it? Big Nav? Oh, Nevin's here. I see Big Nav, man. What's up, man? Oh, he said, Big Nav, salute, brother. Man, definitely big job for being a sound man of character and principle. Appreciate. Yeah, man. That's like I told you, bro. I'll go to him. I'll go to him. I'll call him for something. I'm not going to vultures for anybody motherfucking feeling something on me, bro. But look, man, let me get up out of here, man. Y'all have a wonderful day. Good shit today. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I wanted to get a little bit deeper. I wanted to talk about a little bit of symbology, and I know I made you niggas mad because you too dumb to follow it, and you can't fuck with it. With that, I'm out. He said, yeah, bro, lurking today. Hey, man, let's keep lurking, bro. Let me tell you what I told him. I was like, bro, I don't need anybody to give me sympathy, bro. If I'm giving sympathy, if I need to talk to somebody, I'm going to call somebody. I don't need nobody volunteering sympathy for me, man. I don't need anybody volunteering sympathy or concern for me. Get the fuck on, bro. There's something behind that. Anyway, with that, I'm out. Deuces. Wonderful show today. I had a blast. And I'm out.